guys, welcome back to today's vlog. We're here with the C8 at SOS Customs because we're going to finally be adding something to this car that it's needed for a while. For those that are not familiar with the Street Hunter C8 kit, this is what the wide body kit looks like. A critique that I saw a lot from the response of this kit was people didn't like the fact that there was no side skirts on the car. Now originally when this kit was designed, my inspiration for the C8 wide body was to follow more of a GT3 style kit. Do your research, a lot of the GT3 style kits are just rear rainbow flares with a front fender replacement with aero, and it doesn't really involve too much of a side skirt. Now I definitely knew there would be people that would want to have a side skirt option. So when designing our side skirts for the stock body C8, we made them in such a way that you could modify them to run on the wide body. Now I thought I was the first wide body Street Hunter C8 to do this, but I actually noticed one of our customers beat me to the jump, and we didn't even really announce it, he kind of just figured it out. In front of me are these side skirts for the stock body C8, and if you guys remember on Sabrina's C8, you can look at this clip, this is what the side skirts look like on a stock body. So we can actually use this on the wide body, and all you technically would have to do is some minor trimming in the rear, and some minor trimming in the front.
I don't know what minor you're talking about.
It's minor.
No, it's not. Saul just explained it to me.
Saul, what the heck?
He said that you would take an hour, dog. Unless you want to cut way too much off and screw the whole build.
Okay, we'll time it, but I think it's gonna be very, very easy today. And for all the wide body customers out there or potential customers, I'm gonna show you how you can modify these side skirts with minor modification to fit the wide body build. While this car is here, we're actually gonna do a little bit of a refresher. So this is gonna be the last time that you guys are gonna see the C8 for a little bit. Unfortunately, on transport, getting this car to Texas and back and all that stuff, the front right wheel got damaged on the trailer. So this wheel itself is gonna be going to HRE, which luckily for us is not that far away. We're gonna fix this wheel. Now, because this is already gonna get sent out, Calv, I was kind of thinking, is this the opportunity to go ahead and just change the face of the wheel, do a different color?
On one wheel?
No, what the heck? On all the wheels.
Oh, you're gonna send all of the wheels.
So I think what we're gonna do, you guys might get a little surprised when this car gets back. I'm gonna change the color of the wheels. I'm gonna go a little bold. I'm gonna go for a color that I almost did at last year's SEMA, but I didn't do. It's a little bold.
Please actually be bold.
It's bold.
Okay, what is it?
It might be ugly bold.
No, it won't be ugly bold. If it's bold,
okay,
it's bold.
Anthony, bleep this. It's gonna be like a color.
Oh, yeah.
Bold.
Yeah.
A little bold.
I like it, yeah.
We're also gonna change the Brembo brake colors because I'm over the gray. You can't really see it and it should pop, so we're gonna change that. The wide body kit actually needs to get resprayed. If you've ever seen this car in person, you've probably noticed it, but all of the wide body attachment pieces are actually a different tone and color. You can't really tell on camera. You can't really tell in the shade. You kind of have to be in direct sunlight. But oh, here, you can tell right here. See the tones are different? It's a slight difference, but we need to go ahead and respray those because last year at SEMA when we got this thing ready, we had to get this car ready super, super quickly, and we didn't have a chance to fix that. So this is gonna get a full overhaul over the next 2 weeks at SOS, respraying the kit, changing the wheels, changing the brakes, adding the side skirt, and I'm debating about switching to the duckbill rather than the big wing. So many things. Nonetheless, let's get into it today. Let's start modifying these stock side skirts to fit the wide body. And if you look at this pendejo right here, this pendejo, he's got the vid today, boys. He's got the vid and he's breathing all over our face. What do you think about that, Calvin?
He's a diseased rat. That's what I think he is.
-5.
You sound like shit. I know you guys love Oscar in the vlogs, but something tells me today his voice isn't gonna make it past the first hour.
See, you know, you can't catch me slipping, Teach.
Oh, damn, hike him up.
The higher the socks, the downer the pool, the bigger the...
It's easy.
Don't say easy.
It's easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just kind of talking amongst ourselves.
So I already have my plan of action. Let me hear your plan of action.
What we were saying, kind of like what you talked about, was the front. We'll just nip it right there where the front fender wide body is.
Well, we can either cut it right here, or we might be able to like shave it like this.
Very small area.
Yeah.
Depending on how far, because this has to go in all the way up to here.
Yeah, and this does protrude like an extra inch over the stock fender, so
the back is
fills a big hole too.
So what I'm thinking, this is going to be non-existent because it has to go in so far that we might have to stop it here.
Yeah.
So that it goes in, this won't be able, because it's so far deep in it,
yeah,
that this won't be existent. But here, yes, but it's gonna be trimmed almost to there to get this to go in all the way in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so we can either like
thought.
trim the top and we can leave the side. I don't know, we're gonna have to play with it today, but it's just some little micro managing adjustments.
Oh, yeah, just a little razor, little tape, cut, and it goes right in, guys.
Easy.
Stop saying that.
Minor.
Minor.
It is minor.
Trolling, dude. He's trolling you.
What would you do if you didn't have high interest loans or credit card debt? With Upstart, you can pay off that debt quickly and easily and start living your life. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, aka some nice cars, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Rather than just looking at your credit score, Upstart will consider things like your income, your current employment, and credit history to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. And you can even receive your funds up to 1 business day after your loans have been accepted. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today by going to upstart.com/TJ Hunt. That's upstart.com/TJ Hunt, or just click the links down below to lower your monthly payment today. Thank you so much for Upstart for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it. I'm gonna be filming a voiceover for this section because it was just so loud while we were at SOS. It was just difficult to film this. So the first thing we started doing is trimming down the sides of the side skirt that were obvious. Calvin's a genius and actually found a way to create this diagram that would allow you to actually like transfer the contour and shape of the car onto a piece of cardboard and then trace that line onto the actual side skirt itself. So that actually saved a lot of time. Once Calvin did that and we transferred it, it was trimmed again. Once we actually fit it to the car, we're able to dial it back and just take, 1 millimeter off to actually try to get a fitment that was good enough. With minor adjustment, it fit pretty well. There's a couple awkward spots because this is a stock body piece being fitted onto the wide body. So it took a few more trimmings. We had to cut off the underside to actually get it to like sit well and actually hug the side of the skirt as it was designed to do on the stock body. And after about an hour and a half of going back and forth and just meticulous cutting, it actually fit pretty decent. So here are just a bunch of shots that actually kind of showcase how it looks, and I dig it. It fills up the gap in between the front fender and the rear fender and kind of just gives a little bit of that width that everyone was wanted. In the front, we're stopping the side skirt in front of the fender and we're actually gonna paint the front of the fender black so it flows. And the back, we just trimmed right on the rear fender and actually kind of created its own new body line. I think it looks fantastic. I'm super stoked on it. We're gonna replicate it on the other side and get this car painted and dialed up, and this thing should look pretty sweet. Overall, I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. Really happy we did this. This turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. We will soon be talking about the roof scoop for the rear engine bay. We have a couple different designs that were in the works, and it's something that we had at SEMA, and we rushed it to get a prototype version, and I don't think there's that many other people that have released different types that are actually out, but a lot of people have made concepts. So soon I will be giving some attention, and I will be talking to you guys about the roof scoop that we have, but we didn't want to release anything until we were 100% confident and happy with the product. And there's just a couple things that we didn't really think flowed very well. And it's a 2-piece design, which just makes things tricky when you're opening the rear hatch not to have the 2 pieces hit each other. But nonetheless, really excited that SOS was able to knock that out. It took them about 2.5 hours to get a rough idea. There's
1 hour
still,
and it was easy.
with Calvin's help, it definitely helped.
Minor.
Minor
meant like it wasn't gonna take all day. Austin was gonna take all day.
No, it was minor.
A couple changes we're gonna have to do is SOS is gonna like fill in some body work right here, and we're gonna fill the gap and paint this black, and it's difficult to explain, but it's gonna look pretty smooth. It's gonna look pretty tight.
Here's my suggestion to whoever wants to do this. I say cut this off. Yeet that off, and then this whole thing just stays.
And there's a couple different ways you could do it.
It becomes a platform to sit on.
We're also talking about taking molds of this side skirt as it is right now once it's modified, so we can just sell the skirt extension after what we body work. Well, you can make the mold in it, and that would just help. Anyways, nonetheless, super hyped with how this turned out. Shout out to SOS. Next time you guys see this car, it's gonna look different in a bunch of different areas. So say goodbye. We're not gonna see this car for probably 2 to 3 weeks. I've been home for an hour or two. I wanna give you guys a little bit of an update of some stuff that we have going on. One, with a couple of cars, but 2, I'm working on 2 projects right now. Well, I'm gonna call it 3. I'm working on 3 projects right now. One of them I kind of recently talked to you guys about it at the end of a previous vlog, But the other 2 cars are 2 completely separate projects that I haven't told you guys about at all. And one of them I've been working on for the past 3 months. The other one we've been working on for the past, like, I don't know, 3 weeks. It's definitely impacting the day-to-day vlogs, I guess, of working on these cars and going out and doing fun things and just, I guess, the normal flow. Let's call it that. But I wanna say, I have some really cool stuff coming. Follow my Instagram. I also mentioned something regarding this, working on a project, working on a video series, a 5 to 6 to 7 part video series that we actually almost wrapped up the first episode in editing, in post a few days ago, and it took us 5 to 6 hours to finish the first minute of the video. Now I know if you don't edit videos, it's like, doesn't really tell you too much, but I guess all I can say is without saying too much is I know I say I'm excited about a lot of things. This is one thing that when I watched it, it raised goosebumps and it raised the creativity level. And I felt like for the last couple years, I've been in like this box, like this. I've been in this box you guys are watching me on your TV screen. I've been on this phone screen, this computer screen, this TV screen. I've been in this box. I've been doing the same thing every day. And that's fun, it's great, don't get me wrong, but been a certain level of like creativity block. And I think on this video series, the first project we're gonna release, it's definitely a different form of content that I've never done. I would say it's pretty, I haven't seen anyone else do it to the length that we are doing it and the scale that we're doing it. And I'm just hyped. So it's the most stressful thing ever, filming all of this, the normal vlogs you see every day, and then doing 2 to 3 other like completely silent projects in the back. Because when we upload the video series, it's gonna be like every video for like 3 weeks is gonna be this series we've been filming and nothing else. So like you guys can really like get baited into every episode because there's, anyways. So that being said, I've been working on that for a little bit, and lately, because I've been so stressed, rather than driving like this and other things, I've been riding that a ridiculous amount. For those that didn't see, I recently got a Harley Davidson. I never, ever thought I would ever be a Harley boy. I thought they were lame and weird, and I thought you needed to be a cut-off leather vest wearing old man with a beard down to your knees to drive this thing. And I was wrong. They are super fun. And you guys probably have saw that we almost released these Harley Davidson inspired hunting company stuff, and then the drop that we were supposed to do got put on pause. Wah, wah, wah. But as I said, if you caught that video, which if you're not catching these videos, subscribe, stay up to date, turn on the bell so you get updated every time we upload new videos. You can stay up to date with all this stuff. Harley Davidson reached out, and I don't want to get in trouble, but I had another online meeting, an online Zoom meeting with Harley, and some stuff's coming. Harley Davidson reached out when they saw us got that, and we did, and stuff's coming. If you're a Harley Davidson fan or a motorcycle fan, buckle up because dreams are happening. But I've been driving this a lot. That wasn't a Harley promo because we're doing stuff with Harley now, soon. We haven't done it yet, but you'll see it. That wasn't a little self-promo for them. That was just me being real. Threw on this thrashing pipe, got a little thrashing bag. I have some parts we're gonna throw on, different bar setup. I've been trying to decide what setup to do because I wanna do it here myself. And I really want to get like a pretty tall, like a 12-inch bar setup. But to do that, I would need to like do cable extensions. I really don't want to go through the hassle of extending cables. So I've been working with Thrasher on finding the right like setup to delete. Anyways, I'm rambling. We're gonna go on a ride right now. We're gonna go on a ride. There's a new little like road that I have found like deep out in the canyons, and it's beautiful and I love it. So let's go. We literally stopped for this because the view was too good. Wow, look at that. And this all here is a vineyard, so they're like growing grapes and making wine out of it. So pretty. Super cool ride this afternoon. Really needed this. Okay, we're in the hot tub right now. The sun just set. We thought there was a fire on the other side of the hill. Watch how fast this is coming up. This is actually the moon. We all just thought there was a fire behind the hill. And literally you can actually watch this moon come over the valley right now. I'm gonna give you guys a time lapse for the next like 60 seconds. So enjoy it. Before I end today's video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who purchased a mystery box from Hunting Company. You guys seriously must have really liked that because we sold so many. There were flying orders every day. So if that was your first time ever supporting anything from Hunting Company, I just want to say a personal thank you from me to you. I've been working really hard, and coming up this following month in August, we have the summer collection dropping, which has, each year we always outdo ourselves, but the amount of items dropping is another record breaking. There's like 35 or 40 different items dropping, and I've been putting a lot of work. As I mentioned earlier in this vlog, I've been putting a lot of work behind the scenes and trying to reignite my passion for a lot of things in life, and Hunting Company is definitely one of them. So thank you if you bought a mystery box. That's all I'm trying to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out, and keep moving forward.